Ladies and gentlemen, we have a sick Kate on our hands. A sick Kate that is going to push through and attempt a podcast.
It's true.
Yeah.
I just have not. I've just got like the wind sucked out of me. And it's like, it's just one of those things. Woke up just like sick as a dog.
Sorry to hear that.
You know, you go on with life.
You do go on.
I don't have like one of those like stuffy noses or like a cough though, where it's going to be annoying to listen to for the most part. So I feel like I can make it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well,
and I want to be here.
Yeah.
This is too much fun to miss out on.
I want to compliment you because you always say nice things about me. I feel like I don't say enough nice things. You genuinely are like one of the toughest, strongest people that I've ever met. Like 2 natural births, no medicine, just no problem. Like when you get sick, you take a shower, put your work clothes on, you go to work. You just push through. You're just tough. You're just awesome.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
So now you're still a lady. So
what is that?
What
does that mean?
Well, like physically, every now and then you try to wrestle me and you get it in your head that you're stronger than you are.
No, I just think you'll go easy on me.
I do. But one time, a couple times, you're like, okay, I want you to really try.
That's always
to control me. And I was like, no, you don't.
Instant regret on that moment.
But don't I ask a couple times?
You get me in whatever that like half Nelson chokehold thing is, and you're like,
rear naked
okay?
choke.
Are you okay? I'm like, and then I'm tapping, and I'm just like, okay. Well,
you always assume,
I regret.
You always assume something has changed, that it's going to be close, and I'm always gentle because I'm used to dealing with like little girls. But every now and then, like, no, come at me, bro. Like, I got this. It's like, are you sure?
Yeah, we take.
And it goes quickly.
Yeah. I take the flirtation to like too serious of a level. I'm like, no, I can do it. I can squirrel my way out of there. And I cannot.
It's not going to happen. No. No, it's a vice grip.
It's true. It's true.
But you're extremely awesome and strong. And now I, on the other hand, am strong until I get sick. And
until you get sick.
Biggest baby. And
I
then
always you basically die.
When I'm healthy, like right now, I actually believe that if I got sick, I would be fine tomorrow. Like I'll toughen it out, but I can't.
That's the denial process that you live in when you get under the weather. Is the first day you power through like nothing's happening. You don't even tell me. The second day of illness, you're like, I think I'm dying, but I'm gonna keep going. You know, and I have to really kind of force you to just chill because you feel in your mind like you're stronger than your body really is.
I can't do it.
And sometimes me and the kids or me and your mom or me and some people that you work with will like behind the scenes be like, hey, he actually should rest. Are we all in agreement? Let's all team up on making him rest.
I don't like it. It's weakness. It just feels like weakness. And it's like, I don't like to say that I'm too weak, but I put other people in danger. Like I've showed up to work, I'm around friends, like trying to do my job or power through, and then I get them sick. And
that's so dumb.
Isn't that real weakness? You know?
To get someone else sick?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's silly.
Yeah, I should be stronger and just say I'm sick. It's this time of year. It drives me crazy. This is the worst time of year. This is like the peak of winter. And I'm not against cold and I'm not against snow. This is the dark era of winter. This is the dark ages. Like it's January through March. Mm-hmm. There's nothing happy about it. Every other season of the calendar year is so great. It's like spring. Everybody is so ready for some birds chirping and the flowers to begin to bloom. Summer, people are going on vacations.
Well, I mean,
they're in pools.
We're only 2 weeks from spring.
It's might as well be 2 months. We're in the throes of it.
It's okay though.
But then think about all the wonderful seasons. Then summer, you're like, it's very hot. I'm ready for that to change. And then you get into fall, all the positive things. And then you have like Halloween. That's a thing in October. November, you're like, oh, Thanksgiving's right around the corner. Then you have Christmas, all the lights, everything is beautiful. And then you creep into January 1, remove all the lights, remove all the fun. There's nothing to look forward to. You are just going to be, you're going to be very sick, very cold in the dark. And that's where we're at right now. And I've been sick I was sick December, I was sick January, I was sick February. It is now March. I want nothing to do with it. So I'm going to keep
my turn.
No, I'm going to keep my distance from you.
But that brings up the fact that like I have so been feeling like that nasty cabin fever.
Yes.
Of this time of year, I don't think I deal with like seasonal depression. I just deal with like, can everybody go outside? I mean, I want to be outside. Spring is around the corner. I want to work in the garden. I want to go outside and spend time outside. I want to have the kids be able to go outside and enjoy it, go for walks with the dogs, go down to the parks. There's like so much, but we have exhausted all of our fun indoor activities, and we're kind of like coming to that. Everybody's tired of each other. Like I love you guys so much, and I love coming home to hang out with you and the kids, and we're very much a living room family, you know, where there's some bedroom families where the kids will all split off and everyone goes on their own separate rooms. We're very much like a we hang together, chill together family. But I think I'm ready for us to be able to spread out a little bit, get fresh air through the house. I mean, it means a lot to have springtime around the corner.
And the cold is dangerous for the children. Did I tell you Mina slipped on ice? Like
again?
A couple weeks ago?
Oh.
Did we talk about that?
You told me that.
Yeah. It was very sad.
Because she just gets too excited to get on the bus.
She got too excited, but it was like a life lesson. I've thought about that moment, and I see myself in that moment because the girls, Mel, you're a part of this too, always make fun of me for rehearsing or just rehashing the same, that's a sharp knife, don't touch that.
I
Slow
wish
down.
she could be here to mock you for that right now.
Over and over. Yeah. She would. But every morning, I'm taking her to the bus, and I'm like, Mina, it might be a little icy. Don't run. She's like, okay, Dad. And then she jogs. Mina, it's going to be icy. And a couple weeks ago, I'm like, Mina, it's going to be icy. Okay, Dad. Goes running and feet straight up in the air. The only thing that saved her, she had an oversized jumbo backpack and like 2 hoods. So she hit straight back, did not hit her head, was fine. But it rattled her, and she got up, and she was like tiptoeing to the bus. And ever since then, she doesn't jog. So it just made me think about like, aren't we all like that? Like people try to tell us stuff, and this is not funny, by the way, but this is the realness. People try to give us wisdom. Like when you're little, your parents, your grandparents, people around you, they keep telling you, and you really don't change your actions and fully learn until you've experienced it yourself. And that's just so sad.
You got to burn your lip.
You got to
sniffing the bacon.
What does that mean?
Okay, so remember when Mel was little? Mel, you remember this?
That was so painful.
I'm up early cooking bacon because I cooked it in the oven so I could get ready for whatever I was headed to.
I don't like that you do that. Go ahead.
And it's just more efficient. I pull the bacon out. Good. She was up earlier than normal, smells the bacon, of course, because it's delicious.
Yeah.
And she's like, 3 or 4 waddling over to the counter. I said, okay, that's very, very hot. Don't get close to it. You can smell it from far away. You're fine. And I turn around, and all of a sudden I hear her screaming and crying. And what'd you do?
I sniffed too close to the pan, and my upper lip hit.
Okay.
And like burned off your upper lip.
It was like black and crunchy looking.
It was bad.
Crazy.
It looked like bacon.
So sometimes, even though someone says, hey, this is the right way, you still burn your lip off.
You have to do it. Yeah. So it makes us think, what are the things in our lives that people have been trying to tell us? And we know that they're probably right, but our actions, the course of our life has not been altered in any way because we haven't experienced it. We just hear it and then we just keep doing our own thing.
It makes you wonder though, like, can you hear that?
I don't know.
Is a person totally able to hear advice or hear wisdom and like really absorb it and take it in? Or does it just in one ear and out the other? Do you have to want it in order for it to stick?
I don't know.
I don't know either. It's just a big question.
I don't know. But this isn't funny. I have something funny. Do you want to laugh?
I would love to laugh.
All right. You deserve it. You're not feeling well.
It's been a long day.
Hey, I'll do the heavy lifting on this podcast. I'm not afraid. I'm not sick. Stay away. But I have received something very special. Our second guest grievance.
Oh, I love it.
And I would just love to hear what this wonderful caller has to say. So, Melody, do you have that queued up for us? Can we hear the guest grievance?
Hey, Joe and Kate. Hey, I wanted to call on. I had a grievance to submit. This has been a long time coming. I actually was planning on giving this with my wife, Abby, but give her a fair voice. But To be honest, I think the Grievance is so great. I don't know that it would be healthy for the two of us to be in the same room as I share this, but I probably about a year ago discovered a really disturbing trait about her. We were just discussing the question of if you wash your feet when you shower. Actually scrubbing your feet, making sure that your feet, which, you walk in, you sweat in, they're nasty, they smell. I mean, notorious for being probably the grossest part of someone's body. And so you would think that everyone washes their feet because that's the purpose of a shower, is to get washed and cleaned. I found out that Abby does not do that. And she argues that the water and the soap from the rest of her body is flowing down to the feet and thus cleaning it. But what I don't understand is there's a lot of grime that you're washing off. That grime and everything is settling on the floor of the shower, and now you're putting it on her feet. Anyways, I want to get your guys' thoughts. I just think that is unacceptable. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. So I want to throw that out to you guys. Thanks.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Yeah, this is serious
But
business.
what a relevant topic, though, because I have seen videos all over the internet where partners are finding out that the person they do life with all the time doesn't wash or washes a super interesting different way.
I didn't know you're supposed to wash your feet in the shower.
Melody, you're guilty of this as well.
Didn't?
We have taught you better.
No, because the water is flowing to the bottom of the shower. Your feet are, and it's not just staying at the bottom of the shower. It's flowing down into the drain.
She's Team Abby. Okay.
We have
but
a Team Abby.
For transparency purposes,
Yes.
do you wash your feet in the shower?
Me, every time. I agree. By the way, that gentleman's, he did mention his name, but his name is Steve. So Steve, I side with Steve. I think the feet, I think at any given time, when it comes to feet, there's always a fungus among us. Now, it might be mild, slight fungal happening, but there's always a fungus among us. And there's some people that have it worse.
Right.
So I would imagine his wife has probably far cleaner feet than he does. So it might not be like apples to oranges, but I'm not going to judge Steve's feet because I don't know anything about Steve's feet. I don't know anything about Abby's feet. So I think we just have to
judge the action.
And I personally take long showers, and I probably over clean, but I have issues. I wash my hands too much, so I'm not the best case study. They're always dry. I always need lotion. So yeah, I scrub those little dogs, those little puppies. I get in there in between. But I think Steve came on pretty strong, and I side with Steve. I do think we need to come into the defense of Abby. And
well, hold on.
Yeah.
I also wash my feet in the shower.
Yes.
I wash my feet with soap.
Mm-hmm.
I will pumice and
hummus. That's disgusting. Like a weird exfoliant that you discovered on Instagram.
Pumice.
Oh, those porous stone looking things?
Yeah.
Oh, they're like sandpaper.
Well, you use them on your feet to keep your feet exfoliated. And it's like another level of cleaning.
I've never used anything like that. My feet are ticklish too. If I put a hummus.
Oh, you could
hummus on my feet, I would start.
Hummus is different.
Mm-hmm.
Pumice. Yeah. Or so you can do that. So I wash my feet with soap in the shower, and I pumice them. Not every shower, but you know, the full shower. The ladies know.
Mm-hmm.
There's multiple showers.
Yeah.
Okay, so the full body, everything, the everything shower is what it's called. Then I will pumice my feet too.
Every shower should be an everything shower.
No.
Every shower I've ever taken has been an everything shower. My whole body's always dirty. Always. It needs baths. So we gotta talk about baths.
You do 2 showers sometimes in a day.
Have to. Gotta keep fresh. Gotta keep clean. It's for you, girl.
Well, okay. So everything showers, women who are listening, they know. There are some days that is an everything shower day. You have to plan accordingly to do an everything shower.
You have to plan to get clean?
No, for sure. You have to plan accordingly for your time. The everything shower takes longer.
Mm-hmm.
And because it includes washing your hair, then you have to put in time for doing your hair after. So it's a lot more involved.
Did he say and maybe I need to re-listen. Did he say that she never washes or most of the time, or did he just not mention?
I think my impression is he feels it's important to wash your feet in the shower.
Mhm.
She feels like the act of showering is washing your feet.
Okay.
Now, I think you and I are really bad to take on this grievance because we will also, on top of just regular bathing, wash our feet.
Okay.
I love at the end of a day, if I feel clean or whatever, just washing your feet.
Yes. But I want to defend Abby here for a moment.
I do
We
too.
did not hear her voice and we do not side with her, but I have a thought on this.
Okay.
Genuinely. Yes, when you're in the shower, you should wash your feet. There is a flow that's coming of soap.
Yeah,
but
and it's going down.
It's also dirt, but it is going down. If the soap she uses has some form of like exfoliation, right? The little granules, the little something, maybe that's doing
like
a little bit. Yeah.
Tumbleweeding or whatever
as
down
it's
the
making
legs.
its way down. But here's what I want to talk about is the bath, right? Shower is fairly new technology, but for thousands of years, people have been, I mean, from the first time somebody's like, I've got mud on my leg, I'm going to walk through that little bit of water and now there's less mud. The bath has been a thing.
Yeah.
And back in the day, I mean, like medieval kings, it was like even royalty.
Totally unhygienic to shower.
Maybe one bath a month, right?
Yeah.
So she's already light years beyond. Like her feet are pristine versus a medieval king.
What a
queen.
Flex. I'm way cleaner than medieval kings.
Just say I'm cleaner than a queen. And that's true. But my question is, when you're taking a bath,
right?
Do you scrub your feet in a bath every time? Because I don't know that I do. I don't take a lot of baths because that's for children.
And relaxing. Are you kidding?
No, guys don't do that.
Oh,
if you came in
relaxing.
and I was in a giant bath with cucumbers over my eyes, you'd be like, dude, what are you doing?
I don't know. I'd be
think
pretty
you would.
jealous.
No, I don't think I would. Maybe like a hot tub, but I don't know. Just a bath. Oh, okay. I want to keep talking about this.
Okay.
I just thought about this. I had a roommate who the shower broke. We each 2-bedroom apartment, and we each had our own bedroom and bathroom, but his shower broke, and I didn't want him in mine because I saw his feet, and he was bath only for over a year.
Over a year?
Yeah, grown man could only bathe. So he'd be running late in the morning, and he's like, I got to take a power bath. And a power bath is when you don't fill it up. You plug it, you just get in, just bare, just...
Oh, that'd be so cold.
Cheeks on tub, and you just got to go. It might begin to fill up a little bit, but it never gets to full bath. That's his power bath.
Oh.
And there's just something funny about a guy who you're just hanging out with him, like whatever guys do, watching football.
Scrunched over.
No, and he's just like, all right, man. He's like, got a bathy time or like whatever. It's like got to go take my bath. And he would go in. So that was a side note. It's just very funny to think about a grown man, just bath only, just first thing in the morning. And I don't know how he washed his hair. How did he wash his hair? Like a cup?
Must have.
Or just maybe he laid down and just faced the faucet.
Oof.
I don't know. I didn't.
That's like
wasn't present for his bath time, but it's
no.
Okay. So,
but in a bath, you're right. You might not scrub your feet.
Yeah.
Plus, you're just like in human soup.
You're in your own filth, and I think that's a big reason why I don't do the bath. The hot tub is a little bit more fluid, but public hot tubs
No. Mm-mm.
We don't know what's occurring in there. A pool, a little bit better. Chlorine, a larger body of water.
You can get some distance.
But my defense of Abby is like, if I did take a bath, I don't know that I would be scrubbing my toes. I'd just be like, I'm clean enough. But man, even in a bath though, you get out, there's like a film, there's like a layer upon you, but we're not talking about that. I'm just trying to say.
And here's the thing, like if I'm at work, I'm wearing my work shoes for a long shift.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to bathe and, scrub my feet.
Dogs will bark.
But it's also like kind of, you can give yourself a little massage. I definitely don't judge or look down on or fully disagree with the fact that like you can take a shower and not actually scrub or like take soap to your feet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's a terrible thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I bet at times she'll just, like if her feet are dirty, but if it's just like, I'm going to like pop and take a quick shower, and she's like, that's good enough. I wouldn't do that. I think I'm siding with Steve here. I mean, in this grievance, I think that Abby needs to wash her feet.
I'm team Steve on this one only because that's kind of like, that's my rhythm.
Yeah. Melody, what would it take to convince you to wash your feet in the shower?
Well, it's not that I'm specifically team Abby. It's just that I straight up didn't know you were supposed to do that. I was just unaware.
Okay. It's
there
a knowledge.
You go. Knowledge is
It's
power.
naive. She doesn't know. No one's ever told her.
I mean, I have washed her feet up until the point she started washing herself. So,
Mm-hmm. And maybe she thinks Steve is weird. Maybe she is like, man, we got to get her to call in. She might be like, my husband's so crazy.
I want to hear her side of things.
He washes his feet in the shower because she just maybe, that's not like a conversation that comes up with other people. Maybe like Melody, she's like, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Sure.
So maybe she doesn't know.
Well, we should see if she'll tell us what she thinks next week.
Yeah. We need the other side of this.
We need part 2.
Yeah. But
all right. Part 2, hopefully.
I'm still team Steve.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm team consistency and honesty. And I this week felt, a little, how do I put this? Shocked, maybe even betrayed.
Wow.
Wow.
Very strong wording from the sick lady.
Okay. Hanging out in the basement with the kids, taking a little potty break in the basement restroom. The toilet paper was facing the wrong direction.
Don't look at me.
Bro, we are a roll over house.
The correct way.
And I found in this bathroom a roll under.
Melody,
when did you do this?
Someone in our home.
Would you do this?
When did you do this again?
Literally like a day ago. Today.
Okay.
I don't even know.
I can look at the look on her face.
Oh my gosh.
Melody,
someone in
you're
our
0
home.
for 2.
No.
You've got dirty feet walking in the house, putting toilet paper backwards.
I can explain. I can defend myself. I just really had to get new toilet paper in that moment, and I didn't care.
It was urgent.
No.
Yes.
You put it on your finger. You do the
you
little
have to do
wrap.
Up.
No. So anyway,
you guys are right.
The thing is, I was like replacing
over.
it. I was turning it around so the toilet paper is hanging from the front as it's supposed to.
It's supposed to.
And as we
have
all agreed to, we are a lid down, roll out kind of family, and I like took the little. It was one of those like squeeze rolls. So I squeezed the thing. I take the toilet paper off, and then do you know what I did? It was like I just wasn't even thinking. I took the little holder and turned it back, and then I did that and tried to put it back in. I just turned the holder backwards instead of just turning
swapping the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like where was my brain? I don't even know. And I saw myself doing it, and I thought, why doesn't that seem right? And then I tried to put the toilet paper backwards, like the most dumb blonde moment. We love blondes, but you know what I'm saying? Like the most dumb bozo moment I've ever had. And I just started laughing to myself like a crazy person trying to put the toilet paper back in the right way. Yeah.
Well, I would never do that. I don't like the knuckle.
I was getting sick.
Your knuckles hit the wall and you can't.
And it's like you're begging for toilet paper because your hand has to come out like this and be like, oh,
Melody,
please,
I feel like
I
don't blame you. I blame us. I feel like we could have done better as parents. You don't wash your feet. You don't know how to stock toilet paper. It's not on you. It's on us.
It's on us.
It's on us.
Dang.
So since we're talking about like bathroom stuff, I have a topic, and man, this is one like I know I'm right, but I still want to hear what you have to think. Q-tips are amazing. They should be used every single day, and you should stick them deep into your ears. It feels so good.
Yeah, some people really have that, like, you know, the dog leg shake. They get that feeling with
and I think I'm the only one who uses Q-tips, and I'm just here to defend.
But you're not.
Q-tips. You got to get in there every day. And what do you think is going to happen? Because you're always like, you shouldn't do that. Like, what's the problem? But I'm an old man. I've been doing this my whole life. I feel great.
Well, I think that if you run the risk of impacting the earwax into your ear by using Q-tips. I've seen it happen. No, but earwax is so fascinating because person to person to person, it can be vastly different. Vastly different.
Oh, like texture, consistency, color?
All of it.
I don't.
So anyway, if you ever want to talk earwax with me, I'd be more than happy to do that. If I could have gotten one of those jobs where it is so funny that you brought this up. We just talked about this, me and a coworker. If I could have had a job where I just cleaned out people's impacted ears, I totally would have done that.
Oh.
But Q-tips are great. I mean,
They're
use them.
So awesome.
Who? You're all like, oh, I'm the only one. Who has the nice dish and keeps the Q-tips restocked on the dish on the counter?
You do great because I burn through them.
You do burn through them. But I see
you with like surgical tools with our children. You've got like a scope.
Oh, I love it. It's the coolest tool.
No, it looks painful.
It's like an otoscope that cleans ears because then they can watch it on the cell phone while I'm cleaning their ears out and they're like, oh, look at that. I mean, it's just really fun.
I think it's disgusting. I only like watching it on the cell phone to like assure me that you're not just hitting my eardrum and making me go deaf.
Yeah.
You can get close with the little scraper tool and the camera.
You can't go in blind. Got to have the camera.
Yeah.
You have to be careful.
I mean, you've got
no one at home ever should stick anything in their ear, just for the record. But I love it.
Yeah.
Although I will say I've seen people use those like funnels where you lean on your side and you have like a funnel that you light on fire on one end.
What?
And it's supposed to draw out the wax. And I got to tell everybody, like, that's fake. That's like 100% fake.
And extremely dangerous.
So you light it on fire while it's still touching your head and you burn it for a minute. And
what are you lighting on fire? It's a candle?
It's like this waxy paper.
Okay.
And it's supposed to draw all the stuff out of your ear. So then when you're done, it burns a little bit. Then you take it off. And then you're supposed to like roll it out flat and see like all this junk. It's not real. It's not real. Like that stuff I think comes off of the paper as it burns. Okay. But also like what if a little piece of burning paper fell down that little tube you have stuck to your brain?
So you're in support of my excessive Q-tip usage.
Yeah,
I let you scope me one time just to prove I'm good.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, it's surprisingly clean in here.
It's so clean.
Like, yeah, dude. I'm like knuckles deep in my ears every day. It's awesome. I look forward to it.
No, when you do that, I hear in my head the little wee-oo sound. I'm like, it's squeaky clean.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I have a word for you.
What's the word? Bird?
Well, I just know you're not feeling well. I'm just trying to get you to smile.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Are you ready for this word?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I don't know. What is it? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
Better. And what is it? I don't know. Are you ready for it?
What are you talking about?
Are you ready for it?
Yeah. Okay.
Bing dong dong.
I can't take it. Oh my gosh.
What? Why?
So, okay, I gotta give the backstory about Bing Dong Dong. I think
it's just not even that funny. I can't say it without laughing. Bing Dong Dong.
I think it's like BING space capital DONG space capital DONG. Bing Dong Dong.
Yeah.
So
what's
like,
Bing Dong Dong?
I'm crying. So like I died the other day because Mina's in this really fun phase of life where she just says outrageous stuff. I mean, outrageous. And a lot of it is really silly and funny and sarcastic or witty or just, those out of the mouths of babes, kids say the darndest things. And she came home from school the other day with this little art project of a critter she drew and like folded all funny. And she was like, look, this is Bing Dong Dong. And I was like, Bing who? And she's all Bing Dong Dong. And so then that's why I set her up for the win yesterday. You come home and I was like, hey, show your dad that amazing drawing you did. And she comes and finds you and like, y'all were both like walking away. And I was like, no, wait, show him it in front of me. Cause I'm trying not to let
I was wondering why that was such a weird setup.
No, I was trying not to let her know that we think this is funny because I know then she'll be like, I'm going to say this all the time. But yeah, she was like, Dad, look, this is Bing Dong Dong.
And she just kept saying it, running around the house. Bing Dong Dong, Bing Dong Dong. I was just losing it. Like, what is a Bing Dong Dong?
So,
why is she saying it?
It's this critter's name of her little character she drew.
Yeah.
It's she got it off of like a how to draw video on YouTube.
Yeah.
I think its name was supposed to be Big Don Don or something.
Big Don Don.
And it turned into Bing Dong Dong. All right, I just had to check. I didn't ask her the story. I was just laughing so hard that she was saying that, and I forgot to bring it up. Like, what is Bing Dong Dong? So I knew that.
I think Bing Dong Dong is going down in like family word history.
It's a good one.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, we have so many like Cygid and Venables. I mean, there's just so many
Yeah,
fun
what's the
words.
Venable? I feel like you said it on podcasts.
So Venables was when I would tell Melody when she was little, she couldn't eat like certain junk food. I'd be like, oh, it's full of chemicals. And then I think she
true.
like reiterated that, but she couldn't pronounce chemicals right. So she would tell people, oh, that's full of Venables. Mommy says no on that food.
I thought it was like the opposite of vitamins. That's why I put the V in it.
Vitamins and Venables.
Vitamins and Venables.
Yeah.
And so I think famously she hung out at your parents' house one time and your mom was like, she keeps telling me she can't eat this because it's got Venables in it. And we have no idea what that was. And I had to be like, oh, well, I was telling her she couldn't eat stuff like ring pops all the time because it's filled with chemicals.
Yeah.
Venables.
Well, it's just kids love that stuff. I mean, Mina just eats the most garbage food.
Why
it's
wouldn't
so hard
you?
yeah.
Like candy is brightly colored and delicious. I mean,
I don't like candy.
Think about how humans just are naturally drawn to brightly colored things. Like brightly colored flowers, berries in the wild, like all the
I was
stuff.
like red Ferrari, blue BMW M4. Sorry, I was like,
yeah.
I agree.
No, I mean, that's valid too.
Yeah.
I like colorful clothes and shoes
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, in nature, if you were out and lost in the woods and you saw like a brightly colored something, it would really catch your eye.
That's
like berries.
True. Yeah.
You know? Like red berries, like the kinds you would pop as a kid.
Is that why you're wearing bright red lipstick? Is that why ladies wear bright red lipstick?
No, this is just a anti-sick mask of just like, I'm alive.
You look good. You look.
It's the overcompensation.
You were struggling
of
this
feeling
morning.
so run down.
I was beginning to get a little bit nervous for you.
It's okay.
But you made it.
It's all right, bud.
Yep.
I did have a question for you though.
Oh, sure.
Just out of curiosity, if there was like a season of a TV show, if you could be guaranteed that a show you really enjoy could come back for one more season.
Okay.
Or like a finale movie. Sometimes shows did that, like early in the aughts. And it really would live up to the nostalgia. Because we know that nostalgia is kind of a liar. Nostalgia is in its own way fake. But if there's something you could see and it just like have it really give you that vibe again of like, oh, what a great show. Oh, I loved it. What would you want to watch? Like if you could have more content of something, who would you want to see more of?
Well, I feel like a lot of shows, they just burn it into the ground.
They do.
Like the finale of Lost. No spoilers, Mel, in case you ever want to see that.
No, we should watch that with her
But
sometime.
like The Office is, it's just so beloved by me. And there was those last couple seasons, great final episode, but last couple seasons, like
a little rough. The Saber
days got dark, and if they would have just ended it just
the
a
new
little
manager
bit
days.
sooner. I believe Game of
The
Thrones.
what days?
The what days?
New manager, you said?
No. Hey,
No.
no spoilers.
I
on
didn't
anything,
say that.
In case this young lady needs to watch.
I didn't say that.
Yeah. No. Ignore that. Game of Thrones it just kind of fell apart at the end because they just ran out of material. Like, there's so many things that like shows just kind of like, you know, fade into the sunset instead of like a finale. I think the only thing I can remember that they ended it when they needed to end it, that comes to my mind that was great was Seinfeld. Like they just kind of, they're like, I think we're done now.
Yeah.
But it was still
they left
great.
You wanting more.
And I think they were still like top rated. Like it didn't just fade out. It was so good. But the problem is like there's certain shows to where the characters like physically change, like Young Sheldon. You can't do it. You couldn't do another one. That young boy actor is like a grown man with a beard now, probably, right? You couldn't run that again.
No, you can't.
But I think Seinfeld, if you brought
You'd want to see more Seinfeld? If you could see another season?
I think if you brought Jerry Seinfeld and Larry David back today and brought their original cast, those guys are, I think they could, just one season, I bet it would be a banger, and they know it. But those are also the type of people that are like, no, we're not going to touch it. We're going to leave it be.
Yeah, because it's
good. And that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably my answer.
Well, we've watched a lot of good shows together. That's kind of like, this is the vibe of our whole marriage, is being old and having our own seats next to each other with a table. Like, we've done this for 15 years.
It's all we've known. We watch shows. You're just old people. We watch shows.
You cook you cook the food, and I queue up the show.
Have our recliners.
Yeah.
And we're slowly teaching our children that, because they have their own.
They're on the couch
and they have their recliners or their little chairs, and
there's just something special about it.
It's very communal, like sharing a meal together, which we could do better at.
Well, we always liked the Blockbuster TJ's combo.
Yeah, Blockbuster.
Back when we were first married, TJ's and Blockbuster was in the same building, so we could very easily.
I think nostalgia is real.
Dude,
you said it's fake.
I think it is.
I disagree.
Fake.
I think we have too much access to entertainment and just things that we want. Amazon. Oh, I want this thing. I'll have it. Especially in the area we live, like it's same day. It's like a couple of hour window, and it's there. Anything that you want to stream, I think we overstream, so we just blow past stuff. I think there was something very special and exciting about, we were going to go on a TJ's and Blockbusters. Trader Joe's, Blockbuster shared the same parking lot. Never any parking.
No, the same building.
Same building. Yeah. So you would go pick out your food, and then you go into Blockbuster, and there was something about walking the aisles and like you didn't know what you're going to get, and it's the scarcity of like, I can only get a couple of things versus like Netflix or any other streaming service. I'm bored, pause, next, go to Amazon, next, go to Hulu. And it was just like, hey, this is it. And there's no trailer. We just have to pick a couple of DVDs.
Well, and then it was the scarcity as well of this new release. They're going to have 20 of the same title on the wall, but will there be a box behind the title box?
I remember I'd want to see something so bad that I would stall and watch the return box.
Yes.
And I'd be like hanging out.
Can you check the returns?
And they're always so annoyed. They're like, dude, I just did 10 minutes ago.
I know.
They're like, I have to watch
That was
this
their
movie.
whole life, was people being eager to see whatever came out Friday. And then all weekend, people being like, do you have any more?
But here is why nostalgia is real. Because the few rare occasions to where you were waiting it out and you saw someone return, and the little employee walked over and he's like, oh man, you wouldn't believe this. I just got a new copy, and you got it in your hand.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's like, and you get to go like, I got a copy.
Yeah.
It's rare.
It's like a golden ticket.
It is. And there's no streaming service that gives you that now. It's not
because
the same.
Now you go online and you either watch it for free with your subscription for free.
Nothing's free.
And then, or you just buy it or rent it straight from your TV, and it's instant.
Yes.
I mean, I agree with you that feeling was a good feeling, but I also, there's the point that like, that was just regular life. That felt monotonous to us. That felt like silly or time consuming, and like, oh, what are we going to pick out? Oh, they don't even have it. And so there's that like sense of the of life. Like, this is just what we have to go through. Whereas now the of life is like, oh, we have everything to choose from. What are we going to choose?
I don't like that, though.
It's just different.
Yeah.
Life has just changed, but we're coming full circle now, because now streaming services are making us wait for shows once a week. And now if you don't pay for the premium subscription, you have commercials again.
Preach
you
it, girl.
might as well just have cable all over again. Hey, let's bundle 3 of these streaming services and you get commercials. And I'm like, why do we have any of this in the beginning? Because it's all coming back full circle to regular cable.
Cable's coming back.
No,
I read
an
article about how cable is coming back, and the plan is to speak to the customer, which is us, like, hey, are you tired of paying for 9 streaming services? And we're like, yeah. Like, are you tired that they keep upping the price by $1 here and $2 there, and it adds up total because all these different things are going up? And you're like, yeah. Like, what if we bundled all of these together, and for one price, you got all of them in one place? You didn't have to jump around apps. You'd be like, yeah, that's awesome. And what if we could give you a further discount, and we'll run some ads here and there? They're describing cable. It's coming back.
And it's dumb because like this is what happens when you don't read history books. Like literally this, like these people who are coming up with these ideas, like just didn't live through the 90s probably.
Yeah.
They didn't have to, like think about how amazing it was when that one channel came onto TV. It was like channel 0 or 3 or 2. And you could watch it, scroll through all of the stuff that was on TV, like the TV guide.
Yeah.
And now...
Be like Murder, She Wrote, MASH, like just all the old...
The goodies.
The Golden Girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a simpler time.
I love all those.
I don't know that I want to go back.
I don't want to go back.
Yeah. I've got 9 tablet, phone, TV, like devices. I can watch whatever I want.
Well, we're talking you can a big second screen like crazy now.
Yeah, we're talking a big game about the nostalgia, but life is better now. I think it's better.
And I also don't get dirty looks from the guy at the movie store asking if I rewound the tapes.
I did not like that. Melody, did you know about that? Be Kind, Rewind?
Yeah.
VHS. Have you ever rewound a VHS tape or played a VHS tape before?
I haven't rewound one,
Whoa,
but I've...
What was that word?
Never mind.
Oh, I want to hear it one more time.
I haven't rewound.
There it is. You get there, girl.
But I have played a VHS tape.
Yeah.
I do think there's some special community connection that we miss out on nowadays because of streaming. Like you don't run into your friends at the movie store. You know, you don't say, oh, let's all go pick something out where you all kind of like connect about that.
Or the living room, you're like fighting who's going to watch what. Yeah. And you just have to settle and everyone's on that. Now it's like dad's going to watch football and the kids are like, I don't care. I have an iPad. And the mom's like, I'm going to go watch a murder documentary on my phone.
It's so true.
British
like I don't know why that's so relaxing, but like true crime documentaries, I love it.
They're dark. I don't know why women love that.
I don't watch all of them.
And it's either that or OBS.
Yeah.
But they're both dark and very serious.
Well,
you need some Office, some Seinfeld in your life. You need
I like the original British Office.
Yeah.
I'm a purist. Good. No, I think it's because I grew up watching Murder, She Wrote and like Matlock when I was little.
Dude,
and Hawaii Five-0.
Yes.
That's what I watched. And it would be so scary. And it would be like somebody gets shot and then the other actor would literally just do this. Oh, you know what I mean?
No,
like nothing really like, and then they'd be laying there and you could still see them breathing on camera. But something about it was just cool.
Yeah.
I loved it.
All right. Well, thanks for pushing through. Thanks
for making me laugh.
Might not be the greatest podcast, but we committed that we were going to do one of these a week.
Every week. And rain or shine.
For better or
sick
for worse.
Sick or healthy.
We're in this.
Just like marriage.
It's podcasting is just like marriage.
It's just like marriage. Yeah. I love you.
Peace.
Bye.